Welcome to The Hurt is the Same. My name is Shantell Johnson, and each show is dedicated to my son, Christopher Johnson, who was a victim of gun violence here in Jackson, Mississippi on September 23rd, 2021. And tonight, I would like to welcome you all. And I also will encourage you to call into the show, 1-800-492-5286. It will be on the screen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight we have many good topics for you all. The first topic is crime. I don't even know where to start at, but we're going to start with the recent homicides. We have exceeded last year's murder rate. I'm fabricated about that. I learned tonight that we haven't had a murder rate like this since 1995. Shantell, do you remember 1995?
I remember 1995, but it was from 1994 over into 1995. 1995 was just explosion. But this has been named the deadliest year of homicides here in Jackson, Mississippi. We are now at 131 homicides.
And before we came on tonight, we learned that it was a homicide tonight. And actually, that hit close to home with me. Because my family member is their family member. So, it's senseless. It's senseless and it's hurtful. But, as I said, on this show, it don't make a difference whether it's from gun violence, suicide, opiates, car wrecks. It don't make a difference. The name of this show is The Hurt is the Same. And we are trying to get the community involved. 1995. My mind just keep going back to 1995. In 1995, it was some money around here.
Yeah.
1995, I remember you can get in your car, you can go around every hood in Jackson, and guess what? You can get you $60 or $80 from each individual that was standing out there on the corner. And you ain't have to do nothing for it. You know?
But the difference between 1995 and
now,
this year now is
it ain't no money.
Not no money. It was like the last show.
No structure.
No, none of that at all. And then not only that, the victims and the suspects are way younger than it was in 94, 95.
And mothers knew why they were losing their kids in 94 and 95.
Exactly. But now they became senseless.
Yes.
Our last two victims were 15 years old. 15 years old.
It make you gasp.
15 years old. That made me sit and think about my grandbaby 5 more years from now. Maybe now.
We need y'all to call in. I want these phones ringing off the hook. I want the community involved. 1-800-492-5286. Look at the number on the screen. Share this on Facebook. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share it with your church members. Do whatever you can in the community to get involved. You know, it's just a lot of going on when I hear those ages. You know, when I hear those ages, you can't help but to ask, what is they thinking with a gun at that age?
Well, we're supposed to be celebrating the bicentennial of Jackson, right? And the mayor named it Homecoming. To me, this year has been nothing of homecoming. It's all been homegoings for all generations, not just our generation. Like I said, the young. Me and yourself, we have been to 7 funerals this past month. The month of November, because this is now December. 7 funerals. Now here it is.
And I'm running out of dresses.
Not just running out of dresses.
I laugh about it because it's so hurtful, you know, and I know how petty they is, and I know how they talk about everything. So I just do. Hey, listen, I show up. You might see me with this same dress on. Next month, you might see me with the top and something different with the bottom on. But hey, I'm here because it is. You can't. You can't buy enough stuff. You can't get your heart, your spirit, your soul. You can't even continue to shed a tear because it's so senseless and it's so hurtful. And you look at the mothers and you look at the families, you know, and when the rap songs go away and the gorilla mode go away, you know, I sit and I thinking, I'm like, these people must don't believe in Hanks no more. They must don't believe in if you take somebody like
that's old school,
that they'll ride you. That, you know, and society have got like, okay, it's okay. Well, you know what? Big Mama told you that what was going to go on. So when you do these type of things, us that have a spiritual eye and us that know the right way and know that it's a spiritual war along with a worldly war, we already know the enemy ain't resting. Well, like society think it is.
Well,
you know,
the enemy not resting.
We need y'all to call in and come on, get in, give us y'all insight on what's going on, what it gonna take, you know, because something has.
Stop right there. Let me stop you right there.
Okay.
You said what it's gonna take. What is gonna take? What is it gonna take? I'm gonna say this right here, cause I put big question marks by this right here. What is it gonna take? I remember back in June, with June being the month that marked the most homicides of this year, which was 17 murders in June. And a lot of folks don't like Kenny Stokes.
Can y'all get these phones to ringing, please?
They don't like.
Sir, ma'am.
They don't like Kenny Stokes. But at the same time, Kenny Stokes is for the people when it is really needed for him to be for the people. He said back then we need the National Guards. Guess what? I'm sitting here and I'm saying it right now. We need the National Guard because if not, we're going to reach the mark of 150 murders before the year out.
I said that 3 years ago when I made the live, when I was trying to get, when I seen my friend with my best, I'm talking about somebody who I hooked the mom and dad up back in the day. I'm talking about they got together and she had one child. And she lost her one child, her only child. And it hurt me. Oh, it hurt. That affected me so bad to where out of all the funerals and all the people that I know that lost their child, I still remember that boy in my mind before they conceived him. Because I'm the one who hooked him up. You know how you hang with us and I talk to him. Hey, you talk to her. You know, if that's how, and it's
pile them up,
pile them up, knock them down like bricks, stack them up like domino, you know. But I'm just saying though, that's the type of stuff that really rocks my spirit when it's my friends and it's the people I grew up here with, and it's senseless, you know. It's
senseless, and it hurts when it affects the people that you know. And I can speak on that part because it just like little Chris affected you, he affected me as well. That was my baby too.
I know.
It affected me as well. They're just like Robert was your baby. Right. Could nobody deal with Robert but you. Could nobody deal with Chris at that time but me.
Right.
So they go back to where it take more than one person trying to be a parent.
Right.
If you got a friend and you see that a child ain't doing something right, don't sit there and just turn the eye. You get on your friend, child, like you would want her to do if she seen your child out there doing it.
Oh, yeah.
But see, that go back to where we need to get a petition going and see, can we find a loophole somewhere in this child abuse law? Yeah. Because see, you got some people that scared to hit the kids because first time they're gonna go to school, your mama did this, mama did that, then they knocking on your door.
Yeah.
They done interrupted your home.
Yeah.
Now your child see, okay, well, if mama do this to me, this lady right here gonna come and mama gonna get in trouble. It shouldn't be like that.
Sure would.
It should be a certain extent to what the child abuse law should be. Now, if I'm disciplining my child for doing something that he know that he didn't have no business doing, and he got understanding to where he know what he did was wrong, then guess what? I should be able to punish him.
That's right.
But now, if I'm just sitting up here whooping on my child because I done had a bad day at work and he done dropped a piece of paper or something on the floor and I'm mad at Derek because he did this, then I'm in here beating on him. Yeah, that's something different.
That's totally
But now
different.
if I'm disciplining him for something that he did wrong, which everybody out here in society always saying hold the parents accountable, but when I do what it is that I'm supposed to do as a parent, I got these people knocking at my door telling me that I can't do what it is that I need to do as a parent.
They ain't got nowhere for them. Ain't no foster parents. They done cut the money. You can't even get somebody that's on Social Security on a fixed income to raise 27 children in their life. The food them children at. They come from a different breed. You don't know if they gonna go in your wallet, put pinholes in your brake line. You don't know. You don't know which one you get. But y'all start calling in. These phones need to start ringing now, I'm telling you. These phones need to start ringing. Go in the bathroom, cut the water on. You know how to sneak and do something. We know y'all know how to sneak and do something now.
Okay, I'm seeing the comments up here say, we can't blame the police. We have to take accountability for our own actions. And you're right. We can't blame the police. But to a certain extent, we can blame the police. And the reason I say that is because the other night, I'm driving down Bailey Avenue. I see some little kids walking down the street. Guess what? It's 11:30. Okay? Take in mind, we supposed to already have a curfew in effect from when we were coming up. I got a police in front of me. I got a police going on side of me riding past these little kids. Minors. So, look like to me, he should have been pulling over, asking them, where you going, where you coming from. See, that's the time to harass them then. See, when they need to be harassed, they're not being harassed.
Right.
See, that was the perfect time for, as we say, harassment. So, they should have been harassed then. Where you at? Where you coming from? Where your mom at? Baby, come on, get in the back of the car. We finna see what's going on.
Take you to the house.
Exactly. But if not, they go out there and do something. First thing they want to do is say, well, she should have had her kids at home. But you just rolled past my kids. I'm in the house sleep. I got to go to work. Yeah. The windows go up and down like the door open and close.
Yeah, but you know what they say about that? Excuses is like assholes. Everybody got one.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But sleeping is not an excuse.
It's a community. It is a community problem. And I look at, you know, the people that it haven't affected, that no hurt has ever affected in their families at all. Let's say those people. When they knocked on my door and they knocked on everybody else's door, as my good friend said, they ain't stopped knocking. See, that's what people got to realize is.
They're not going to stop knocking.
People don't realize the enemy is still knocking. So, if your door is in line, you might get a knock. And the only way you don't get in there, you're going to have to get out there and guard it. So, and you can't be on watch by yourself. So, you're going to have help. All right, y'all, call in them phone lines, 1-800-492-5286, number on the screen.
Like you said, watch. That make a lot of sense. Whatever happened to neighborhood watch? Whatever happened to the current in the community? I mean...
Well, you can tell from the curb sides ain't nobody doing that. See, when it was the neighborhood watch, you know the dirt in the grass didn't even build up in the water, was able to flow down the bankway, even though we knew it was going to stop right there because of the infrastructure. We knew it was going to take a couple of days for it to go down, but it was able to flow. So, you knew that went out the window with that.
But guess what? We got to get it back.
Yes.
I'm ready to go knock on doors. We're going to talk a little bit more after that, after this commercial. Tonight's show is brought to you by earthblendcoffee.co. Black owned and roasted right here in Jackson, Mississippi. It's just great coffee. The link is in the Facebook description box. Click on the link and support our sponsor, earthblendcoffee.co. Thank you.
Shantell. Hi, welcome back. Shantell, you can pick up where you left off at.
We need to start knocking on these doors.
I agree.
Get a petition together. We got to do something to get our streets back, save our kids. I got grandkids coming up, and I want them to grow up like we did, safe and sound. But we're going to move into our next hot topic that's been flowing in the inbox.
Y'all feel free to call in 1-800-492-5286, number on the screen. We need y'all to call in it and get involved. Like I told you, I'd rather not to say anything. I want the phones ringing so hot to where, hey, we working for y'all. Y'all our boss. All right, Shantell, going into the second segment, next hot topic, because we always going to keep hot topics. I hope you want to know that. Stay tuned for what's coming up next.
Legalizing marijuana. How about that for a hot topic?
Yes. What y'all think about that? Everybody have different opinions, but you know mine is always outside the box. You know I'm different. But I say not only legalizing marijuana, I feel about it the same way that I feel about the bullet things with the guns. You know, you can't beat them, you join them.
Good evening, Miss Joyce.
I think they need to legalize everything. Get everybody a card regulated and do it like you do alcohol and tobacco. That's what I think. And take the money and do what you're supposed to do with it. Because, see, I remember when they brought the casinos here and they told us it was going to help with our education. And we still been paying for education ever since.
You know, how did they take the medical marijuana back?
Well,
I thought that was voted in and that was a goal and everybody was all happy to start trying to get medical cards and marijuana cards.
But I can sum it up for you the hood way. One monkey stopped that show and very powerful and found the loophole and handled her business, and I salute her for what she done. But now she bad. You know, I'm a woman, and
you saluting her for being bad. You not saluting her for stopping that bill.
No, I ain't saluting her.
She touched a lot of toes on that bill, like we don't touch a lot of toes on this show.
But see, that's the power of a woman. That's the power of a determined woman. When she latch on to something, she know she want it and she know she got the drive for it. You go against all odds. That's what I admire about what she done. But for as her stopping it, oh yeah, that was a hair hanger. You know, it was a hair hanger now. But the work and the job and the effort that was put into to go against all odds when everybody said it couldn't be done. Now, don't get me wrong, I was in the bathroom doing my little dance and hey, you know, but when I walked out of there, you know, my head dropped. So, y'all call in 800-492-5186.
Oh. Where we get 5286?
I don't know where we get 5286. My bad, y'all.
Oh, we sorry.
I'm sorry. 5186.
Okay, we got to come in that says we is not the problem. I think people will really calm down. I agree with that. And it put some folks to sleep too that need to be asleep, like these I don't want to name them wrong and step on some toes, but I'm not going to even call them gangbangers because they really not gangbangers. These shoot 'em uppers. It's the old folks say, these shoot 'em up, and that's what we gonna call y'all, the shoot 'em up'ems.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna call y'all to shoot 'em up and the op. We gonna call them the op, cause they the op to us, cause we not with what they doing. So they the op to us. So
I'm old
with that
school.
being
I
said,
don't know what that.
the op, they say the op is like the person they killing, the person that you mad at. Well, we mad at them.
I can't come up with all that type of speed. I
So-
tell you what I'm gonna do. Right, wrong, good, evil. Ain't no other way. That's all I know.
Yeah.
All that other slang and all that. See, I stick with the basics. I think the
But
basics of anything
See, that's
you
what
can't
you
lose.
get caught up to speed at, because somebody probably be telling you, they say you the op. And you be like, how you is
I ain't
all
gonna be
friendly.
telling them nothing.
You gonna know. You gonna
No,
be
I ain't
all
gonna be
friendly,
telling them
friendly,
nothing.
go lucky. Oh, he said I'm the op. He said you the what? Who said
Oh.
that? He.
But
you
see,
know he
but see,
said
that's-
we were the op.
But see, that's the power.
I gotta stay caught up.
Cause they already
I gotta
know.
stay caught up.
I don't know. Yeah, see, you stay caught up on. Cause me, I handle situations the way that they come. You know, that just always been me. I don't look for it. I don't do none of that. I just handle it the way that it come to me. Once it come to me, then I handle it. But legalizing this marijuana, how y'all feel about it? Y'all call in.
Man, the
1-800-492-5186. Make sure y'all
what's
call
the pick
in.
5? That's new to me. What's the pick 5? Somebody said the folks on pick 5. What's the pick 5? On pick 5, I know is at the grocery store.
No,
5
now
packs
see,
of
I'm
meat for
now see that.
$19.99.
Now see, I'm hip with that.
But what's the pick 5?
All the drugs. All the deal above. See, back in the day, either you were gonna be on the upper or a downer. See, now the slow people is on downers and uppers. The fast people is on uppers. They ain't on no downer. They mixing all kind of shit. And then my friend.
See, that's why we gotta legalize
But see, my
marijuana.
friend in the lab, he told me that half of the stuff that they think they get, it ain't what they get. That it's something else.
I heard they actually been using what they call the water. That it's actually been horse tranquilizer.
That's what the smart people say. That's what the people who went to school for say. Now, I'm telling you now, I don't know, but it's all kind of stuff with this. I think marijuana is not the gateway drug like it was in our grandparents' days. You know, it always had a stigma on it that it was the gateway drug. But now, the gateway drug is prescription drugs. That's the gateway drug.
It is.
Now, marijuana is literally at the bottom of the food chain like crack. Crack is at the bottom of the food chain.
Oh, crack is really at the
You
bottom
know,
of the food
you
chain.
go outside of Mississippi and somebody look for crack, they looking at you like you an alien.
Now you know that
You know-
it's at the bottom of the food chain now, because they have the crackheads in the neighborhood ain't asking for $1 no more. They saying you got a blunt, you got some roaches in there, so it's hard to get.
That's what I'm saying. So it's at the bottom of the food chain. So I think legalizing marijuana will also help in other aspects of the community.
Taxes,
Not only that, taxes.
build some building for these children to have something to do. Taxes.
Yeah. But, you know, I look at Mississippi, we the Bible Belt state, but we got casinos, and we got lottery.
But we just got a lottery.
Well, I'm just saying, we got both of them.
We just got a lottery.
But it ain't too many states have both of them now.
No, it's not.
That's what I'm saying. So, we already done went against the code of the Bible Belt. You know, and then same-sex marriage. We rocking with that. So, you know, it's a lot of stuff that we doing.
I look at to each his own.
Yeah. Oh, you know,
When I go to heaven, I'm going by myself.
far as what I say on anybody lifestyle or anything what they do, it's just like my granny. Heaven and hell don't come with bunk beds.
Exactly.
It's singles only. So I'm just gonna keep me some reservation. I don't, in my relationship, I don't give a rat's ass about what you got going on. Long as you treat me right, I'm gonna treat you right. And actually, I love them to death. Some of my best friends include my family members and sisters. You know, so I love them to death. But this next segment that's coming up, y'all, I told y'all this show, We gonna hold the mirror up. You gonna get a little chastising. You gonna get a little loving. You gonna get a little put in the corner. You know, you gonna get a little bind down, and you gonna get a little push to the side. All based off of love.
That's all. That's all we got to
That's
give.
all. That's all they gonna be based off of love.
Love.
That's it. And the truth hurt, and love hurts. From what they say, but the love I know don't hurt. Cause when it hurt, psh, I'm gone. You ain't got to worry about me on nothing called no pain.
Well,
but we need y'all to call in
about this. Seriously though, I am so serious right now about this. Trying to find, like she sat down and found that loophole in them 150,000 pages she went through. Somebody need to be trying to go through them same 150,000 pages.
What they doing?
And find a loophole right there. And make sure we do this right this time and get this legalization of marijuana.
Well, it went past that. They working it out.
No, they don't need to work it out. They need to be on it. Like we own it. They need to be on that.
They working it out from.
They need to be on that.
From what I heard, they working it out.
And then
we don't know if it's gonna work out in the
same 228,000 people that signed that petition. Y'all need to be getting out there getting some more petitions together. Let's do, people. Let's do this. We need this. Let's do this. Call in 1-800-492-5186. Let us know what you think about this legalized marijuana. I know there's a lot of y'all out there that will love that. Y'all go to these big cities.
Especially y'all ones that stay on the outskirts of Hines County. Exactly. They got to ride back to Rankin County, Madison County, Clinton, Hazelhurst, all them other places. Y'all be shaking in y'all drawers. I know you do.
Who?
Y'all be so scared.
Scared to death, they be.
I'm trying to tell you now.
So I guess
cause you know they know all your good hiding spots.
I know a lot of folks that would love to have that weed. Not just me, the old. I mean, that medical marijuana really was helping a lot of people. Cause I got a friend, true story, no lie, right now, and he stopped smoking weed. And since he stopped smoking weed, his body aches. He had the most problems there is over in the world.
With mental illness.
They started giving him that medical marijuana, and he was back to
it helped so
himself.
Yeah, it helped.
It really was.
It helped so many people that with mental problems. Now that I know for sure. Versus 6 and 7 pills, 3 and 4 pills, and all of that. It helped people. Really,
calms
people
you down. It
with
slows
mental
you
problems.
Down. It really does.
Mental illness, it would be like a help for mental ill people. I'm talking about from anxiety to schizophrenia to bipolar to multi-personality. I'm talking about it will cover a whole longitude of diagnosis.
Well, we're going to have to get this petition going so we can find this loophole over in this legalizing this recreational marijuana, this medical marijuana. Because I know a lot of old folks in the neighborhood that were doing good with this weed, and now they having problems. They need it. Then not only that, how you going to overturn 82 counties? It won.
She bad, baby. She bad.
74% of Mississippi voted for that.
Baby, listen.
And she overturned it.
That's the power of a determined woman. That's the power of a determined woman. See, that's why they don't want to put us in too much leadership that's dominant, being ran by males over the years.
I think the next president needs to be a woman.
See, that's the thing. They don't want to put us in place because, well, just look back. Just look back over the years, over the last 29, 28 years, what Madison used to be. Look at what it used to be when Rapids on the Reservoir was up there. Just think back. And then think about the vision. See, I remember when she was elected. I remember when she had a vision for Madison. I remember when she was talking it. I was young. Nobody even paid attention. But I paid attention to her because I'm a visionary. And look at it now. Through the vision of a woman.
They don't believe in that vision of a woman. And speaking of woman, it was another hot topic that we had needed to slide up in there before we go into the hot segment of the show. And there was the Roe vs. Wade law. We need to get into that, talk about that when we come back real quick before we slide into the hot topic of the day. But we're going to slide into the Roe vs. Wade when we get back after this commercial. Tonight's show is brought to you by earthblendcoffee.co. Black owned and roasted right here in Jackson, Mississippi. It's just great coffee. The link in the Facebook description box. Click on the link and support our sponsor, earthblendcoffee.co. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to The Hurt is the Same. You all feel free to call in 1-800-492-5186. That's 1-800-492-5186. And thank you for tuning in. We're on the third segment, and it's the hot topic after Shantell finished with this.
We were discussing the Roe vs. Wade about the abortion law.
Oh, yeah.
And I just have a little small input on it, and then we can move on into topic 3. But I really feel like that it is a woman's opinion to do what it is that she wants to do with her body.
I agree.
I don't believe there should be no stipulations to that, no for only do it if it's this or only do it if it's that. That's their choice, even though it's not right in God's eye, but we all was born in sin. But at the same time, there should be a woman's choice. I don't think that if I was raped and I became pregnant, that I can look into the eyes of my attacker child. I couldn't do that. So there should be a decision based on what that person feel.
Well, and not only that, it's her body, it's her soul. She got the answer to every mistake and every sin with God. So, until he started judging my sins with you, that's where a role play in is none of your damn business. If it's anything, I think my opinion, where a phrase fit into a situation where it's none of your damn business, I think that fit that. I think that fit that because when I say that, this is our temple. We are made in his image. This is us. This is who I am. My name is my name. Your name is your name. Your spirit is your spirit. Your soul is your soul. So for somebody else to dictate that and what I can and what I can't do, that's like telling me I can't put lipstick on. Or I can't take lipstick off. Or I can't do this and I can't do that. You can't, they say America is free. They say we're in the land of the home of the braves. Everybody trying to get to the United States. Everybody trying to do that. But the people who born here and know our culture, and half of us don't agree with the shit no way.
We just here.
Okay, moving on, y'all, to the hot topic. Another hot topic. Now, I'm going to let you start out, Shantell, and then I'm going to pick it up. Because, this right here, I'm old school, my spirit old, and I got to hold the mirror up, and I just got to tell y'all, because it's a lot of homemakers, it's a lot of wives, it's a lot of husbands, it's a lot of people that just sick of y'all jazzy bells and y'all cum buckets. I'm telling you, they sick of y'all. 1-800-492-5186. Call in. Tell me your experience. The hottest topic tonight, relationships and cheating. Tell us what's the difference between back then when you didn't have number 1411, you didn't have star 67, you didn't have star 69. I'm talking about back when somebody called your phone, you only knew what side of town they lived on from the first 3 digits of their number. For example, Shantell, give me one. If I stayed in the Queens, what my first digits would have started with if I stayed in the Queens?
922, baby.
Okay. If I stayed out Terry Road, what my first digits would have started with?
371 or 373, baby.
Okay. Now, if I stayed out Bale Avenue, Veridition, over in Georgetown area, what your number would have started with?
353, 354, 969, and 981.
See, that was before internet. Y'all feel free to call in 1-800-492-5186. Okay, now that's when you really had to do some investigation work if you was in a relationship and you were getting cheated. You didn't have no internet. You didn't have none of that. Only thing
we had was pages and codes.
That's
pages
it.
and codes.
That's it.
No cell phone. Pages
no
and
cell
codes.
phone.
Pages
Nothing.
and codes.
Nothing. And let me tell y'all something. This girl right here, she bad, baby. See, she was bad on the technology side. Folks, see, that ain't my field. That wasn't my field. But I can tell her and a couple more other friends. And see, back then, the only thing you had was 1411.
That's it.
That's all you had. You had to call the operator. And
tell the operator I need I'm lost. And
we can't make this up, y'all.
I need the address to this phone number.
Y'all call in 1-800-492-5186.
And they're going to give you the address to that phone number. You can just pull up.
See, that was before the council law. That was before all of that. See, that when the real 10 toes down. Okay, fast forward to now. What's the difference now when you got...
I see Asia remember them codes.
Okay, yeah.
Kim, we don't need cheaters.
Okay, 1-800-492-5186.
Y'all call in.
Y'all call in. And I know, see, back then, women was different. And everything was different. Even though you probably had...
You knew your role, and you played it.
And when it wasn't your turn, it wasn't your turn. And what I liked about the guys was so upfront. They literally used to tell you, man, I fooled with so-and-so, so-and-so. You fooled my partner. But now, what you gonna do? You see what I'm saying? And the guys, when they ran up on it and they knew, it wasn't no beef. It wasn't none of that. Now, I see so many people getting tricked out their lives, where the females or the guys throwing the rock hiding their hands. Now, nobody understands a relationship is made up of 2 people. And one might be a compulsive liar. Or hell, both of them might be a compulsive liar. But the name of the game is don't slip. You can slide, but you don't slip. Nowadays, you got people sending stuff to inboxes. That Lord knows, let me tell y'all, baby, it's not private.
See, we know internet.
It ain't
private. Face to face.
But what I'm saying is, I want to let y'all niggas know, because you ain't Negroes. I got to let you niggas know. Inboxes is not private.
Dangerous.
Inboxes on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever internet platform. If you didn't take your ass to IT school and you ain't smart and you ain't with them people who, got all the damn student loans and shit, don't.
It's dangerous.
If you're a housekeeper, stay in your lane. If you're a hairdresser, stay in your lane. You're a secretary, stay in your lane. You're a CEO, stay in your lane. It's class to it, because I'm telling you, once it get out there, it's out there. You cannot control it. So many people that call me talking about this and that, this person beefing with me because I got a hold to my husband's stuff. She sent it to your household? Well, y'all share commodes at? Or he sent it to your household where he know you and your wife share commodes at, and he thought something in that household was private.
I never experienced it.
But I'm saying that's dumb. And then
She got to be weak.
and I had one guy call me and told me he called his wife at the hotel 3 times.
Well, maybe he need to hire us to get his wife
3 times. He called her that 3 times. Look, he bought a new car. He put a phone in the trunk. She don't even know it's in there.
And he following them.
And he watching every move that they make. You know, it's just crazy stuff, and it's dangerous. It's dangerous. It really is dangerous. And then, you know, one guy was like, man, her husband got a hold of my private part. I saw her pictures of my private part, and her husband got a hold to her. I'm like, what? Well, hell, you just gave something to compare it to.
Some people take pictures and take little videos and little things, you know, to send little pleas and things to their man. Some don't think that at the end the man gonna be building and send it off to the, you know, over here. You know, you wouldn't expect that from no grown person. You expect that from a child. They're just like.
But what if they stumble up on it? They in the house together. They live together.
But if she's
it could be something simple as baby, I gotta take your phone to the shop. Well, baby, I gotta take your phone to the shop. And this and that. But
it's called delete.
But when it get in the wrong hands, when it get in the bitter hands, and somebody blast it out over the web,
it's really just showing that you need to be more trusting in the things that you do. You need to know
your battles.
Who is you dealing with before you even go to trying to send booty shots or breast shots or whatever it may be. You trying to send because
KY jelly shots.
All that just sad now.
KY jelly shots over 50.
I ain't seen the KY jelly.
Now what is the difference between Johns and cum buckets? John got his money in his hand. He even swapped no swindling.
He gone about his business.
He gone on about his business. He ain't calling until he ready.
A cum bucket don't have no money in his hand, and he just giving.
But his services is good.
But he just giving. He just giving.
But what come with the cum buckets is the dick sink washers. The Johns get in the tub. Yeah, the Johns take the whole bath. I'm telling you. They want the shower and they want the tub. But the cum buckets, I'm telling you,
wait a minute, hold
they
up.
straight dick sink washing. I done did the survey. I done been asking. They tell me shit I don't even
asked y'all not to even complete that poll with her.
I'm telling you, I didn't even ask them. They just told me, and I was shocked. They said they don't even trust the hotel soap no more. Because the women sniff them. What kind of shit is that?
Well, you should have been smart from the beginning. That's even back in the day when you take your soap with you wherever you go, like you take your toothbrush and your wallet. If you know you're doing what you're doing, you take your soap.
That's for the cowgirl. I'm talking about, and I'm going to tell you something else that the guys told me about the women. The guys said, it's so many women that wear panty liners now. I said, man, we use them to hold our heels, or we put them in the bottom of our shoes so our feet won't slide in our heels.
What the panty liner supposed to do?
I guess catch the leakage. I don't know shit.
What leakage?
From the Jazzy Bears. I know you don't. They ain't going to the doctor, man. You can't even get them to go to the polls. The pole that stand up or the pole that you punch. You can't get them to go to neither one of them. I'm just telling you what the data have come up with since the last show. I didn't do nothing but ask a damn question. That's all I did.
A little of it, not a lot of it.
Let me tell you something. I had to pay Apple 99 cents for extra fucking storage for the shit that were coming in to me. And my eyes and my people in my head, we wasn't ready for all of this stuff. I'm more of a private dancer. I'm more of a secret lover. You know, do stuff behind closed doors. What goes down stays there. So, all this was new to me.
Well, I mean,
I told you I was
I'm
old
baffled
school.
and lost for words right now with that right there. But I know the world is full of them. You got to know your place.
They don't want a nickel or
You
a
got to know
nail.
your role. You got to know
free.
what role to play.
But they free.
Well,
you ever thought a day you seen it was free?
Well, we're going to have to think about that way
Y'all
hard.
better call in. I'm trying to tell you now. Because I'm too old
back
school.
then, everything was good. Wasn't nothing free.
Closed legs got fed. Now the Jezebel just making it plentiful.
Tonight's show is brought to you by earthblendcoffee.c.o. Black owned and roasted right here in Jackson, Mississippi. It's just great coffee. The link is in the Facebook description box. Click on the link and support our sponsor, earthblendcoffee.c.o. We'll be right back after this message.
COVID's pioneering coronavirus protocol firm, S1-E2 COVID Solutions, is paving the way forward for a safer city government, delivering cutting-edge biosecurity and biosafety protocols which have been developed internationally by top virologists and scientists, using an all-natural cleaning solution that kills COVID-19 on contact like no other product on the international market. Let S1-E2 COVID Solutions provide innovative, rapid facilities testing and world-class, state-of-the-art biorisk safety protocols for all of your coronavirus needs.
Welcome back, everyone. This is going to be our last segment, and we decided to do a little memoir of Frank, which we're going to call this segment Last, as in our last word recap of everything that we discussed tonight. And last is not going to be stood for our last word. Our last is going to stand for let's all stand together. And to get our community in this city back on track, that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to stand together as one. Not as me, I, you, me, we, he, she, but as one. But back to what you said about I'm just still baffled for words. I'm about to start going through the thing. I hadn't been through there. I looked one time.
I tried to show you. You didn't want. You thought
I'm just baffled for
me
words.
Too.
Hell,
me too.
So I got something to actually just do when we get back to the house.
I'm super old school.
It just
Man, these folks need some holy oil.
The difference to me
I'm
between
talking about pole in their rectum
them,
and pole in their pocketbook, AK body part. They need some holy oil. I'm telling you.
Them now versus them then.
Y'all call in.
They are
number on the screen.
Disrespectful. 1-800-492-5186. I know it's a lot of y'all out there that's dealing with the Jezebel, the cum buckets.
Want that weed legalized.
And
sick of this murder rate.
I know y'all tired of the murder rate, period.
Because ain't no money. I'm going to tell you that right now. In 95, you might well just, the ones that's from here, you know in 95, it was some money around this motherfucker. I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah, they pH balance be off.
I bet you it do. With Dicks R Us.
Hell,
they got Dicks R Us going up in them.
I love it here.
Girl, please.
I love it here in Jackson too, but we got to get it together.
We gonna have to get it together, but let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something else I need for y'all to do. I need for y'all to get involved. I'm telling you now. Get involved. It's too many homicides. We need at least one person out of each family to stand in the gap. That's all you gotta do.
Let's break it down like this right here, because we don't seem to be reaching. And I don't want to step on nobody's toes.
And y'all know y'all ain't at work.
Walked in them shoes.
How
about this right here? If your mama don't want to come stand for your brother, your sister, nephew, cousin, niece, whatever, you come stand. You come be that voice. Don't wait on your mama to come and stand for your brother. Maybe she going through it right now. We're not gonna just say that.
Somebody in
but
the
for
family.
these past murders, I know you probably still going through it.
Somebody
come
in the
stand
family.
in the gap, be the voice of that person that can't speak for themselves. Exactly.
Somebody got the spirit of granny.
Somebody.
It's somebody that got the willpower and it's already been on your spirit. Every time you go around, you want to know you sick of it. Guess what?
Speak.
That inner voice that's talking to you, that's God himself, baby. He poking at you. He poking at your spirit. Y'all call in 800-492-5186.
Don't be scared to speak. Like we said, if y'all scared to speak, anybody that know us know we've been loud for the longest.
The hurt is the same.
Our voice always been big wherever. They used to call us the nationwide tag team.
And one thing y'all know, see, a lot of people can talk it and can't bag it up.
We gonna bag it up.
We can talk it and bag it up. We don't need no advertising with that around this city right here. Probably in Memphis or some damn way else, but not here
in the state of Mississippi.
In our home court advantage. We don't need it because we based off love. That's all we know.
Hold up, we got a call.
Okay, we got a call. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, how
Welcome
you doing?
to the show. Who am I speaking with?
Listen, that's not important right now, but just listen to what I got to say.
Yes, ma'am.
This city is so corrupt. From the city government to Hines County, and we in so bad of a shape. We don't know who to trust. Everybody for us. Everybody got their hands in the pocket. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Until white folks take this city back, it's not gonna prosper.
They won't
There's
put
no
them
hope
in there.
this city.
They don't.
But see,
want
they go back
white
to what I was telling her earlier about
I'm just gonna be honest with you. White folks got, and it's sad to say, but white folks got to take this city back. And see, we got so many black folks that's downtown, everybody for themselves. In this city, they vote. If you don't have a name, they're not voting for anything positive. They're not voting for anything negative going on. They stand on it. We got Chuckway in office. We can't see nothing that Chuckway has done for us. But black folks need to wake up. He'll give y'all a festival downtown, block some streets off, and y'all cool with it.
I agree with you.
And it go higher than him too.
On that.
I can tell you that.
It goes way beyond that. It goes way beyond
him. His hands is so tied.
Beyond that.
His hands is so tied, baby.
Well, he needs to untie his
damn hands. I understand 100%.
He needs to untie his damn hands.
One thing that black folks need to learn, and I think y'all need to,
they got to get the personal. They got to get the personal stuff out.
City government. We have to learn city government how we go. And they tell us anything and we go for it.
No, they gonna tell them anything. Me myself personally, I believe in facts. So I'm a chick.
I understand that, but I just living in this city now. The crime bad, the city corrupt, the streets bad, the schools bad. Everything just bad around here.
Well, everybody got to get back to working for the people. See, once you take your
can't get back to the community, people because one thing about it. The community needs to get more involved. The community don't want to get involved, snitching and this and that. But like one of your comments said, the people that posted on your live, we don't want to say nothing until it hit us at our front door.
Right.
And even when it hit you at the front door, they still not saying nothing.
They pause.
You gotta.
They pause. They stand right there.
Now, I'm gonna tell you something I witnessed. You got parents going in a pawn shop, going to a gun show, going down there buying them guns and putting them in the hands of these 16 to 17-year-old children.
Yeah,
the ones that's out here doing that killing.
Yeah.
This ain't nothing from this what I witnessed, them going in a pawn shop, putting a gun in the 16-year-old and 17-year-old hands. You want him to be a goon. He ain't no goon. He a pussy.
But see, that's why we got to get back to accountability.
Then when he died, when they done gunned him down in the streets because he done went and did this, he done went and did that. You mad at the police. You mad at that. But you set him up for that. You gave him to the streets.
You right. I see that comment saying non-black folks are not corrupt.
Thank you for calling in. Y'all have a great night.
And thank you for calling
all black folks not corrupt.
And thank you.
But from my aspect of what I've been seeing and what I've been hearing, especially over in my inbox from some city officials that work there, a lot of them are. And they tired up and they scared to speak for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it go back to what she said. We got to start holding ourselves accountable. instead of just pointing the finger at what my neighbor doing.
Yep.
Because if I'm seeing what my neighbor doing and I'm just pointing the finger, I'm just as guilty as my neighbor. I'm seeing what's going on. I'm not saying nothing about what's going on. Then half of them scared because as soon as you go to try to reach out to the police or whatever, they turn right back around, flip the strip on you, and then you be trying to figure out, well, how did he know what I said when I entrusted in telling you this?
Yes, right.
So at the same time, it go back to we got to get more involved with the people in the community, not just the community, and stop pointing the finger and hold everybody accountable, not just the white folk, not just the black folk, because it ain't the whites out here that's killing the whites. It's our own that's killing each other. Let me tell you something.
I hear that all the time. Everybody talking about Jackson ain't gonna get right till white folks come back. Well, let me tell you something. They my friends. I've been in their houses 30 years, and let me tell you something. They just like Macmillan. They ain't got their ass on y'all. Because you know why? They right across the bridge from y'all. They Democrats just like y'all live. You won't even get out and vote.
Take it back to what I was looking at tonight before we came here. They don't want no part
of that foolishness, and nor do they want a part to know if they did, they highly qualified. They born and raised here just like we is. 69 generations, just like we is. And if they run for office, they already know you're not going to vote for them.
Okay.
You're not going to put them in there.
You're right about that, but check this out.
They don't want to be bothered, and I don't need them to be bothered. I need them to stay on my side. I need them to keep loving me and trusting me like they've been doing for 30 years, because they're my friends. They know how messed up it is.
Yeah, they do.
But they ain't finna do that because you gotta want to help yourself. Now, if the community really want to help themselves and they really will get down and grind it and vote one of them in here who graduated from Merle, graduated from Wingfield, grandmama had a business here. They been right here in the gutter with us. Going through water crisis, murder, and everything, potholes.
But they do that.
But they won't do it.
But they do that. And when we build them up as a community, they leave outside the community. They leave.
They ain't gone.
The community build them up, but they go to other sides of the city. A lot of them do that.
I give you a prime example. What's that white lady named Charlotte that been running all these years? Mm-hmm. They been running for all these years. Mm-hmm. Born and raised here. Her family have provided jobs for people in the hood when the upper people never cared. I'm talking about her family was like, quote, Zach Taylor in the hood. Like Zach Taylor was. You know? Love. They won't put her in there.
Because she going to do the right thing.
She born and raised here just like her. Her grandmama.
And they go back to what the young lady said earlier. They called in about putting somebody white in position. They don't necessarily have to be white. It got to be somebody. It ain't about white or black. It's about somebody who cares. Somebody who gonna be dedicated. Somebody that's gonna take out the time and treat this city like this is my house. This is my home. This is what I want for my city to be. This is how I want my city.
When it tipped over.
But guess what? With it all being said and done, you always say that Jackson we don't have no East Jackson. Northeast Jackson is considered as our East Jackson, because East Jackson to us is Pearl, right?
Our East is Pearl.
Yeah, exactly. And Precinct 4, guess what? Is the safest community there is. No crime. They just probably had a couple of crimes a few minutes ago, but we're going to pick that up on our next show. We got to get back to that about Precinct 4 in Northeast Jackson. Because time went down. We want to thank everybody for joining in with us tonight.
They community based over there.
And we got to get community based over up in here. Until next time, we thank y'all for joining us.
Don't forget
tonight's show is brought to you by earthblendcoffee.co. Black owned and roasted right here in Jackson, Mississippi. It's just great coffee. The link is in the Facebook description box. Click on the link and support our sponsors, earthblendcoffee.co. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. See you next Wednesday.